Hello, welcome back once again. Today we have another interesting geometry puzzle. Here we have an inscribed circle inside a triangle. Our job is to find the area of this circle shaded in red. And the sides of the triangle is given as 13, 14, 15 units. Awesome. This is an interesting geometry problem. So let's see how we're going to solve this problem. Now, let's call this the center of this circle. Then let us draw this line from the center to this point here, and this line is the radius, right? So let's extend this line from this vertex here to the center of the circle. Awesome. Again, let us draw this line, which is also the radius of this circle, right? And again, we have to draw this line here, which is as well the radius of this circle. And we know that this radius of the circle is perpendicular, right? So it is a perpendicular because it meets at the tangent, which is going to form a right triangle. Therefore, let's extend this line from here to this vertex, and also this line from here to this vertex as well. This is really cool. So let's call this triangle A, B, C, right? So now, let's call the center O. Then we have this is the radius R, this is the radius R, this is the radius R, this is the radius R. So we can see that this triangle has been divided into three different triangles. So let's call them. So we have the triangle. So we have the triangle AOB, right? So we have the triangle BOC, and we also have the triangle AOC. Awesome. Now for the triangle AOB, we have the height. The height is R, and the base is equal to 13 units. This is awesome. And for the triangle BOC, we have the height, which is R, and we have the base, which is 15 units. Then for the triangle AOC, we have the height, which is R, and we have the base, which is 14 units. Therefore, for their area, so we have the area is going to be 13R by 2. Here, the area is going to be 15R by 2. Since we know the area of a triangle is half times the base times height, or the base times height divided by 2. So therefore, this one here is going to be 14R divided by 2. Notice that the sum of these areas will give you the area of the triangle as a whole, right? Therefore, let us solve for the area of the triangle ABC. Awesome. So to solve for the area of the triangle ABC, where the three sides are given, then we're going to use the Heron's formula. First, let us find the semi-perimeter. So the semi-perimeter is going to be the sum of the sides divided by 2. So it's going to be 13 plus 14 plus 15 divided by 2. So this is going to be equal to 42 divided by 2, giving us 21 as the semi-perimeter. And therefore, we have to find the area now using the Heron's formula. So the area is going to be the square root of the semi-perimeter multiplied by semi-perimeter minus 13, multiplied by semi-perimeter minus 14, then multiplied by semi-perimeter minus 15, according to Heron. So this is going to be equal to the square root of 21 times. So this is going to give us 8 times. This is going to give us 7 times. This is going to give us 6. Awesome. Now, we're going to work smartly here. Okay, so we're going to see how to find the square root without any calculating device. So the area is going to be equal to, so this is going to be the square root of, so 21 is the same as 3 multiplied by 7. Then times 8 is 2 cubed, and then times 7 times 6 is 2 times 3. So this is going to be equal to the square root of, now we have 2 cubed times 2 here, giving us 2 to the power of 4. times, we have 3 times 3 here giving us 3 squared, times we have 7 times 7 here giving us 7 squared. So if you take the square root of each term, they all divide to or simplifies to 2 squared times 3 times 7, right? Which is finally giving us 4 times 21, which is going to give us 84 square units. So that is the area of the triangle. It is 84 square units. Awesome. Then we're going to sum up the areas of the triangle we have divided to. So the sum of these areas will give it the sum, will give it this total area of the triangle. So therefore we have 13r by 2 plus 15r by 2 plus 14r by 2. So this will give us 84, right? So now we're going to add the numerators since we have the same denominators, and they will all give us 42r by 2, which is equal to 84. And from here, the left-hand side simplifies to 21r, which is equal to 84. So divide both sides by 21. So dividing both sides by 21, then these both get cancelled. Therefore, we have the radius of the circle is equal to 84 divided by 21, giving us 4 units. So this is the area of the circle. I mean the radius of the circle. Okay, but our problem here is how to find the circle area, right? So to get the area of the circle now, we're going to use the formula for the area of a circle. So the area of the circle is going to be equal to pi r squared. And this is going to give us pi times 4 squared, which is giving us 16 pi square units. And this right over here is the required answer. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Also like, comment, and share.